From downtown Scranton, this is Northeast Current. WQPX invites you to join us as we explore public affairs, current events, and arts and culture in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Now let's meet today's guests on Northeast Current.
Good morning and welcome to Northeast Current. My name is Kimberly Pellicano and I'm the Healthy Woman Coordinator for Commonwealth Health. It is my pleasure to be your host for today's show. Today we're pretty excited to talk about our next upcoming event on April 25th at the spa at McCann in Dickson City. We have one of our guest speakers today, Dr. Barbara Plucknett, who's going to talk to us a little bit about the event and what she does. Welcome, Dr. Plucknett, to the show.
Thanks for having me. So I am a gynecologist who practices locally, and my focus is on healthy women and how to make women in our area healthier. And so I really try to encourage women to, eat properly, sleep properly, try to take the best care of themselves so as to prevent any problems that they might have in the future. And so one of the focuses that I'm looking forward to as we move forward with this wonderful new event that you have, the Healthy Women event, is how to encourage women to be their best.
Absolutely, and we appreciate that. I know that you work with a lot of women every day and you have a lot of good advice to give them. So we're excited to have you come down and be one of our speakers. For that event that night, we're going to try to kind of work on keeping the woman's mind, body, and spirit healthy. So we're going to start off with the spa services. If they're interested, they can get a few different spa services. We'll also have some makeup services in there so they can make themselves a diva. And then we're going to go ahead and move into another room and have your discussion for the night with you and Dr. Shimon. And our focus is primarily going to be on cancer prevention and cancer fighting. Can you give us kind of a sneak peek of what everybody might hear that night?
Well, one of the things that you just mentioned was how to reduce stress. And as you may know, stress can really wreak havoc on your body, including your hormones. And if our bodies aren't at their optimal health, then we put ourselves at risk for cancer. So, the stress levels, our cortisol levels, that fight or flight reaction that we have when something is really taxing us, makes our cortisol levels go up, and it makes our other hormone levels go down. So relaxing, massage, taking good care of each other is really one of the ways to reduce stress.
How about sleep?
Sleep, very important.
Is a big thing that I think a lot of women lack, especially with their daily routines and how much they have on their plate. So
yes.
Tell us, what do you think? We need more sleep?
Women, we are multitaskers and we try to accomplish everything, and that of course makes our stress level goes up, and we tend to take it to bed with us, and that disrupts our sleep. And if we don't get a good 7 or 8 hours of peaceful, restful, complete sleep, we can't allow our bodies to heal themselves overnight and get ourselves back on track. And therefore then we aren't at our best the next day. So sleep is really, really important. And so we do have some tips and tricks on how to get that good night's sleep.
Oh, great, wonderful. Now, are you going to tell us those tips the night of the event?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, it sounds like you definitely are, your heart is set in women's wellness. And can you tell me, how did you end up in this field? I mean, what brought you to, the gynecological area?
Well, I enjoy taking care of women, and over the years I've seen many, many women, and so the same themes tend to echo back and forth. Women are stressed, they can't do it all, they're unhappy with their health, they're unhappy with their weight, they're unhappy with how they feel about themselves, and those are the things that we try to focus on. And the more I heard, the more incentive I had to go out and learn more about how to make women healthier, not to treat the disease after they'd already had it, but to attempt to prevent it from actually occurring. And so I hope to do that for women in our community.
Tell us a little bit more about what we can do easy on a daily basis, stuff that can help us maintain that optimal health level.
I think some of the simplest things that you can do is actually to go out and buy a women's multi-purpose vitamin. I think that we tend to get so busy that we, even in our best days, don't eat as quality of food as we should. And so a daily multivitamin will provide you with those nutrients that you may not be getting from your food. I also think that the other thing that we can do is actually learn how to take a deep breath. So when we're in the midst of that stress, we can just take a deep breath, let it go through your body, and try to bring things down a level. And that is something that I encourage people to do multiple times during a day. The other thing that I think you should do every day is to have that one-on-one contact with a friend, a conversation, a coworker, somebody that makes you feel good, that you can share a thought with. It's amazing the energy that you get from another woman or another coworker that you share these thoughts with. And it really does go a long way to helping you keep at your optimal health. And lastly, we live in Northeast Pennsylvania. The sun doesn't always shine here. And we know that vitamin D levels tend to run very low in our populations here. There is some science behind the fact that if you don't have an adequate vitamin D level, you may actually be putting yourself at risk for certain types of cancers, as well as prevention of things like diabetes and keeping your bones nice and strong, prevention of Alzheimer's, things of that sort. So simply getting a vitamin D level checked and then supplementing with a capsule or a supplement that way is another wonderful, easy thing that you can do to promote better health.
And you know, it's funny because I think that we skip those things so frequently. You know, we don't think about the multivitamin. We certainly don't shut down our email on the weekend for work, do we? You know, we don't do these things, or go out with our friends or talk to them nearly as frequently as we can. What about like exercise? Any type of like yoga or any other type of things that just help keep us more healthy?
Right, that's a fabulous thought. Exercise in general is a wonderful thing, and I'm so thankful the spring is on its way because that will allow us to get outside and do some gentle walking. You don't need to be a marathon runner. You simply need to go out and get some exercise. Yoga and Pilates are wonderful stress reducers, not to mention that they strengthen the core body and allow us to combat other things. So again, it's something that you can either do at home, at the privacy of your own home with a DVD, or you can join a group and make some new friends while you do so.
I think that's great. I think maybe what we need to do is a Healthy Woman event on yoga, and we'll have to have you come to that one as well.
Good idea.
Well, we are pretty excited that April 25th, we will have you come down to the spa, and the spa will offer their services, as I mentioned earlier, and all proceeds to those services are going to go to Camp Happy, which is a camp for children with cancer, which kind of stays in our topic of that night for that evening. So we're really looking forward to that, and I certainly hope you're looking forward to it as well.
Absolutely.
I do want to thank our guest, Dr. Barbara Plucknett, for coming with us today to do this segment. We look forward to having her at our upcoming event on April 25th at the spa at McCann. If you're looking to register for that event, please visit www.commonwealthhealth.net, or you can call 1-800-838-WELL. Thank you, and there'll be more Northeast Current after these messages.